welcome. This is Kerwin with PassRider.com, cruisingLat2.com, and trying to find a good place in my house to do a live, and I can't seem to find one just yet. But yesterday, American Airlines, and yes, the judge ruled on Friday yesterday that the current merger, well, not a merger, but the agreement called the Northeast Agreement between American Airlines and JetBlue is not valid. And their reasoning for saying it's not valid is it's anti-competitive is a term that they used, and they have explicit terms, and I'm gonna try to read some of it for you. This way, I won't mess it up. And what they explicitly, hope you can still see me. This is my first live, so I'm hoping that it actually works properly. Okay. So what they actually said was, let's see. It says, just bear with me 1 second. I want to get the exact wording. Okay, so the judge, Leo Sorokin, says the NEA, which is the Northeast Alliance, operating as it was designed and intended by American and JetBlue, substantially diminishes competition in the domestic market for air travel. It does so by combining the Boston and New York operations of two airlines that are among the most significant competitors in that region. And they continue on. Now, this was done in 2021, and it's been in litigation. And the ruling finally came out. And what it says is that the Justice Department alleged that by code sharing and collaborating to run complementary route networks through New York and Boston, the alliance would eliminate significant competition between American and JetBlue that has to lead that has led to lower fares and higher quality service for consumers traveling to and from the airports. So that's not going to happen, right? And then it says, of course, American and JetBlue and the lawyers are defending it. And what they may do is they more than likely may end up appealing it. But neither airline has said what they're going to do just yet. So it's business as usual, but they have 30 days to dismantle whatever it is that they put together. Now, this was kind of a cool thing because, and when I was searching for fares, I could I could get on a JetBlue flight from Houston to New York, and I would get American Airlines points for it, which for me is major cool, right? Um, because I couldn't find a flight from JFK to Houston that matched the time that I wanted to go, and JetBlue had one, and I could use the JetBlue flight. There was also another situation where I was looking at going to the Caribbean, and JetBlue had a flight that would leave from here, Houston to JFK. Then I'd be able to connect to another flight and end up in Barbados at like dark 30 in the morning, and I would have gotten American Airlines points for that. And actually, I can get American Airlines points because it's still in effect until 30 days from Friday, May 19th. So let me know what you think about this. Are you an American flyer? Are you a JetBlue flyer? What do you think is going to happen? I'll tell you, the airfares already were ridiculous, and some of the fares I was looking at were super high, especially in markets where just JetBlue and American were the main or had the better fares, etc. Um, it's just if you go to American.com, AA.com, and JetBlue.com, you can also see what some of the stuff. So some of the things they said was American Airlines flight can be booked on JetBlue.com. Or which American Airlines flight? American Airlines operated flights within our Northeast Alliance codeshare can be booked on JetBlue.com. So these American Airlines operated flights have a JetBlue B6 flight number with a call out noting that the flight is operated by American Airlines, because this is actually a requirement of the Department of Transportation that if you're buying a flight that's operated by another carrier, it must show who is operating the carrier. So you can book on either website, aa.com or jetblue.com. You can book the flights. That's what happened before. And actually, when you go to JFK, they had a big sign that tells you if you're flying on these flights, which are codeshare flights, you have to go to T5, because JetBlue and American actually have separate terminals in JFK. So it was quite interesting how this worked, and it worked really well. But the Department of Transportation and the Justice Department says no, it's anti-competitive. So let me know what you think. Leave a note below. This is actually my first live, and so I just kind of threw that out there and see how that goes. But so that's the big news. Effective yesterday, Friday, May 19th, the agreement between JetBlue and American to codeshare on select flights um, in the U.S. Has been terminated. Now, one of the interesting thing about this is that JetBlue is not a member of One World, but American is a member of One World. So I could have earned, I still can, for 30 days, earn points by flying on JetBlue. And I also am able to pick the JetBlue um, cool seats, more legroom seats, depending on my status. So it was a cool thing, but they looked at it and said, well, it's anti-competitive. And also, JetBlue is merging with Spirit. And it's interesting to see if this is going to create an issue with that deal as well. So stay tuned. This is Kerwin with FastRider.com and CruisingLat2.com. Talk to y'all soon.